So, you are going to travel abroad and you are excited about it. But you don't really know the foreign language that is spoken in that country and you are doubting yourself. Or you already gone abroad and everything is new and your life seems to be one big adventure, but there is one major inconvenience: language barrier. Because of that, simple things become hard and everyday life challenges you. I can imagine that, or rather, I don't have to imagine that, because I was in the same situation when I first moved to Germany. That's why in today's video I would like to share with you my list of do's and don'ts of learning a foreign language abroad. Before we start, make sure to click the subscribe button so you won't miss my any other videos. With that being said, here we go. Number 1. Do and don't. So, if I live abroad, I don't have to learn a foreign language because I can hear it every day, and after some time I will be able to speak and understand everything, right? No, it doesn't work like this. Living abroad doesn't work like magic, and the fact that you live abroad itself won't make you speak a foreign language. So don't assume that, and do realize that you should actually focus on improving your language skills if you want to be able to speak the foreign language fluently one day. This point is important because the sooner you realize it, the faster you will make the progress. Number 2. Do and don't. So if you're gonna have an opportunity to choose where you're gonna live, or rather with whom you're gonna live, and you can choose between native speakers and foreigners as you. Even though it's probably easier to make friends with somebody who is in the same situation as you, I would go for native speakers if you are focused on language learning. So thanks that you're gonna have an opportunity to talk to them every day. So you're gonna practice every day, and this is the way you can progress. So do live with native speakers and don't with foreigners if your main focus is language learning. Number 3. Do and don't. Don't be shy. Do meet new people and make friends, especially with locals. I would recommend you to look for some events related to topics you are interested in. It's gonna be easier to make friends with people who have the same interests as you. And it can be also a great way to meet local people and join some local community. Don't let the language barrier stop you. Don't worry that you're not gonna understand everything during the meeting or a course. Because the only way to progress is by exposing yourself to the new language. Number 4. Do and don't. Do read newspapers. Do listen to the radio. And do watch TV. Even if you normally don't do it that often, I think it's good to start because of educational purpose. I normally don't listen to news in my native language because I have the feeling that all of the information overwhelms me. But when I used to live in Germany, I listened to news every day. So if your habits are similar to mine, don't follow them and do use every single opportunity to learn a foreign language. Number 5. Do and don't. Don't stress yourself out and don't compare yourself to other people who can speak the foreign language better, because they probably lived abroad longer than you or studied more than you. Just be chilled and believe that you will get better soon. When things are tough for you, try to find a way to be optimistic, because at the end of the day, it should be a fun experience. Number 6. Do and don't. If you are a beginner, do find a teacher who isn't a native speaker. I know it may seem controversial, but I think it's so much better to find a teacher from your mother country who learned this language as well. In my opinion, in general, they are able to explain grammar rules a bit better, not because they are smarter or whatever, but because they can make this comparison to your native language and they can show you how this particular grammar rule works in your native language. If you are a beginner, I would choose a teacher from your mother country. Maybe later you can look for a native speaker to practice speaking and pronunciation. I know it may be quite a challenge to find a teacher from your mother country locally if you live abroad, but you can still take some online classes. Number 7. Do and don't. Do create your own study plan, even though you have a teacher, even though you've joined some language classes. Still do it, because you are the main person who is responsible for your language learning progress. So take the matters into your own hands and don't expect anybody else to do all the hard work. This is my advice. Number 8. Do and don't. I know that living abroad may be challenging and you may feel this pressure that you have to learn something as fast as possible. So you may study every day and you may feel like you are not making any progress. And you may finally end up being burnout, overwhelmed and frustrated. So I would say do try your best, but don't try too hard. And take a break whenever you feel like, because after that you're gonna have new energy and a fresh mind. So this is my list of all do's and don'ts of learning a foreign language abroad. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, click the like button, subscribe to this channel and also check out my other videos. For example, last week I created a video about all the things I wish I knew before learning German. So if you struggle to learn German, I definitely recommend you that one. Thank you for watching this video and see you next week. Bye for now.